Remember that awkward conversation about the birds and the bees? Like not the actual birds and the bees, like the birds and the bees talk. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you not know what I'm talking about? If you don't, maybe don't watch this video, but if you do, let's just talk about how awkward it was. The way I found out about the birds and the bees was not a good day, let me tell you. I have a little sister, and when she was being born into this beautiful world, I obviously wanted to know where she was coming from, how she got here. My older friend that was a neighbor told me, she was like, you know how your mom like got pregnant, right? And I was like, how? She was like, your mom and your dad laid on top of each other naked. And I was like, ah! Mom, I cannot believe you and dad would lay on top of each other naked. My mom was like, Nicole, you need to go home. And so my friend went home, and then I think my mom sat me down and explained what actually happened. I don't think it made me feel any better. It was a hard day, but it resulted in my little sister, so it was all good. But it was like really awkward. If you're not comfortable talking to your parents, I think you should talk to an older person, someone you trust, someone you go to for advice, someone you're close with, someone who's not gonna tell you that your parents just kind of like lay on top of each other naked, who actually knows probably things in life. I think you should be comfortable talking to your parents about it. It's not really that big of a deal. It's natural, and everyone has to find out eventually. It's always gonna be an awkward conversation, and it's only as awkward as you make it. So you kind of just gotta stomach it and get through it. It's not the end of the world. Don't Google it. Like literally don't do it. Don't be afraid. Just go to your parents and be like, yo, how does this happen? So get up out of your seats and buzz on in, you little busy bee, into your parents' room and talk about those birds and the bee, because the more you know, the more you can grow.